morning. How much taxi you left?
We are in the airport in Minneapolis. What's up?
Sup?
John, give me a little what's up.
What? Getting ready to take off to Tel Aviv here and do it up old school.
We're actually gonna go to Toronto first.
And then off to Tel
But then it's
Aviv.
Tel Aviv from there.
You wear jeans forever. You can't necessarily wear jeans with, the little loop on the side forever, because those might go out.
Not if you're a carpenter.
I don't know. I think might become a staple.
A staple item, you think?
I think so.
What about the pockets on the side of your pants? You think those are going to be a staple
Cargos?
item?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, cargos should be on forever.
Yeah, well, that's what they said about parachute pants,
Exactly.
too.
Well, they'll mention
Boy, you guys are still wearing them, so what's the problem?
That's right.
Throw that color scheme down. Yes, it was my turn. I skipped through though. It has to be the same color. That's skip.
No, it's my turn. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's not good. I had a card down. Oh, yeah. I did.
Okay, John, tell us what we did today.
We've been here in Toronto for 8 hours now. I think that's right. 8 hours.
I think 8 hours.
8 hours, and we've been in the airport in Toronto for 8 hours. Pretty much ready to get on our way to Tel Aviv, like real soon. We're all about ready to fall asleep. Played a lot of fast Uno. That's about it. It's the extent of our day. Hasn't been bad.
9-9.
What time is it, Lexi?
Yelling lady is 8:20.
Oh, it's 3:20 Jerusalem time.
Well, I just want to stand up and stand
This is where are we at?
Sea of Galilee.
This is Sea of Galilee, and it is
10:30.
10:30.
yeah.
We shouldn't leave our stuff here.
And we've been sitting down like for I think about 94 hours today. And
You don't have video, do you?
it's Wednesday morning, 7 o'clock, and this is the Sea of Galilee. This is the resort that we're staying at. Quite nice. There's the Sea of Galilee you can see in the background. And in case you're wondering, they paid me to be the most boring narrator that I could be. our hotel.
Yeah, so this would be our room in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Sea
We're
of Galilee.
This is where John slept.
We just got up about a half hour ago.
It is 7:15. But our bodies, of course, think it's midnight. It's a pretty nice room.
Sigh.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was going, what? About the red one.
The lily of the valley.
What about the red ones?
Those are poppies.
Poppies.
That's what they look like.
The red ones the red puppets, you mean? Puppies. Yeah. And we have several kind of prawns here.
Just never had a problem having enough seats. Yeah.
Okay, you were getting closer to the side, so what we'll do.
All right.
On this side of the mountain.
Okay. Are we all here? Let's come to this side. Where the Roman would be, and it was the capital of Galilee. There was the son of Herod the Great, Herod Antipas, and that where was the Roman presence at that time. For Jews at that time, it was considered unclean city. If you come a little bit to the right, there is a mountain with a flat top. Can you see that? Yeah. That's Mount Arbel. That's where the Jewish freedom fighter would have been, the zealots, living in caves on that mountain. A little bit further down, there is a valley right there. That's known as the Valley of the Dove, where it's the place where Jesus would have crossed, coming from the area of Nazareth to set his ministry in the northern shore of the Sea of Galilee over here for 2.5 years. A little bit further to the right, it's where the buildings are. This is the town of Magdala, the town where Maria Magdalena would have came from. A little bit also to the right from that would be the Gennesaret Valley, the very fertile valley I talked about last night, crossing it, that valley. And that was the farm side, that where the farmers would have done most of their farming that were living in the towns here in this area. This over here would be the northern shore of the Sea of Galilee where we are standing right now. This is the Jewish shore of the Sea of Galilee at that time, where the main three cities, Chorazin, Bethsaida, and Capernaum, would have been. And Jesus have set his ministry over here for 2.5 years. A little bit further up to the left is where the area where the Jordan would enter the Sea of Galilee. And that would mark the territory between the Jewish shoreline and the Gentile area, Galilee of the Gentile, which is the Golan Heights, where our hotel is and all that area. So Romans were there, Jewish freedom fighter on the mountain. Here, most of the Jewish population were living in towns. Further up, the Gentiles, the pagans. This was the division in the time of Jesus.
His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the sons. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets.
John, buddy, your head's in the way.
This is the Sea of Galilee. We're at the Mount of the Beatitudes.
Okay, all here? All here. All here. Right now in the church of the again in the Holy Land we have churches they commemorate miracles that Jesus have done to people like the Beatitudes, the moment of Jesus teaching around the Sea of Galilee, but emphasizing on the ceremony on the mount. Here we have the Church of the Multiplication, which also is a memory of the acts of miracles that Jesus have done around the Sea of Galilee, emphasizing on the mount. What have happened here that Jesus would have went to the hillside and the crowds would have followed. Then he would have started teaching them. It got overwhelmed. People got hungry. Because we're all human, and you know when you're hungry, it's hard to function.
Hey, you filming me? We got our lemon. Landon and I did.
You got it sitting there?
No, I don't have it. Landon's mom has it.
What'd you guys do to get it?
Landon went up on my shoulders.
We
Beat it.
thrashed around in the bush.
He beat it down with the stick.
Landon, you got that lemon?
Can we see the lemon? Everyone want to see it? Yeah.
This isn't an Israeli lemon we're talking about here.
There she be. It's a lemon.
Wow, that is amazing.
Anyone else want lemon?
We're at the place where Jesus first appeared to the disciples after his resurrection. It's called Peter's Primacy, St. Peter's Primacy, when he was on the beach and he made fish for him.
He did?
Yeah, remember? He had a fish made. That's why the fish that we're eating at lunch is called St. Peter's fish.
Fish made.
Remember he had fish on the shore, like a fire going when they came back?
Word.
Word.
So I can be tall.
This is St. Peter's Primacy Church.
Okay, it might take.
You gotta wind it yourself.
Seriously?
Come on, Lexi. You got it? Alrighty.
But I need that.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you don't have to. Over there.
Go ahead, Lexi. You gotta get a picture of you touching the water. Come on.
Oh, yes.
You will.
And me.
Want me to zoom in? How do you zoom in?
Here we have Amy touching her hand at the Sea of Galilee.
Did you? Yep. See, she does.
There she
Oh,
is.
yeah. That's ideal. That is home.
Winding.
Where are we taking
She's fine.
15 minutes is about up.
Oh,
That's supposedly the rock where Jesus may have been standing when he told the disciples to cast their nets on the other side. Because someone was standing on the rock and they could see the darker spots in the water and they would know where it was deeper, where the fish would be. So they would tell the fishermen to cast on the according side, the appropriate.
Walk, you little
Yeah, he's recording himself saying that. The according side.
I should have gotten a picture of that huge dead fish down there. It was just big.
You just zoomed in on it.
There you go.
What's that?
This is the church where I guess the rock, Jesus supposedly may have been right around this rock when he ate with the disciples. This is a cave that, in case you have never seen a cave, this is an Israeli cave. This is Capernaum. This is Capernaum. Here's the old ruins of Capernaum. And I'm, behind the group again. Probably should get up there.
Then after he was no more welcome in Nazareth, he would leave the town of Nazareth and would come to this area, to the northern shore of the Sea of Galilee. Nazareth is 18 miles from here. He would have walked that area and came here to the Jewish side of the Sea of Galilee. Here in this area, he would have set his ministry for 2.5 years. In this part of the sea, there were three main towns: Chorazin, Bethsaida. The most mentioned in the Bible is Capernaum, and here where he would have lived, at least for a year or year in this town. And it's known as the hometown of Jesus. Here they found an insula that has an octagonal shaped building around it. And that octagonal shaped building is turned to be that it's a church from the 5th century. That's a church from the early Christian. And they also excavated another room inside that would have a circle around. And when they excavated the inside room, the floor of it, they found mosaico, and under the mosaico they found an additional 11 floors. That room was used so much that had in it 11 floors. It's the room where the first faithful have gathered. It's the room where Jesus would have taught the disciples in it. And the continuing believers used to gather inside that room. We call it Domus Eglaios, a church house. It's one of the first church houses in the history of Christianity right there. And also this is known as the house of Simon Peter, mother-in-law. We hear in the gospel that Jesus would come to Capernaum and they would come to the house and she will be sick. And he would heal her. Then she would fix food for them. What the Franciscan done, that they built a church over here. You don't need to worry about the picture. Toward the end, I will give you some time to explore the city by yourself and take pictures. If you look toward this area, this is the insula that we believe it might be the insula of Jairus. We read in the gospel about him and that Jesus raised his daughter from death. And he was living next to the synagogue since he was a man of influence in the city of Capernaum. You live next to the synagogue where the community would gather. If we look at the wall of the synagogue here, we can see two different stones. The black result down there, the black stone, mark the synagogue from the time of Jesus, the foundation of the synagogue from the time of Jesus. The other synagogue, the white stone right here is from a different period, is from the 4th century AD. And people worked hard on bringing these stones from far away places to build this synagogue right. As you can see, the foundation of the synagogue from the time of Jesus is black, and this synagogue from the 4th century is white. I call it a white synagogue in a black neighborhood.
They learn all these jokes in tour guides school.
Tour guides.
In the time of Jesus, there were synagogues around here in the area of Galilee, almost in every town. Synagogues were functioning for more than one purpose. First, it was the place where the community would gather. And also, it was the place where the whole community would gather on the Sabbath and read the scrolls there. Read part of the Old Testament. But if you wanted to worship, you don't do that in the synagogue. You set your face to go to Jerusalem, where the Holy Temple is. There is the spiritual center. There is the house of God. There where you do the sacrifice, not in the synagogue here. But this synagogue here is different than any other synagogue in the whole country. Why? Because 1 meter under from the area we're sitting right now, 2,000 years ago, Jesus preached the word of God, healed people, and made miracles. Right here, it's one of the few places that we're 100% sure, folks. So I consider this as a holy ground where you are sitting right now. Who's doing the reading here?
They went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, he entered the synagogue and taught. They were astounded at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority, not as the scribes. Just then there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." But Jesus rebuked him, saying, "Be silent, and come out of him." And the unclean spirit, convulsing him, and cried with a loud voice, came out of him. They were all amazed and kept on asking one another, "What is this? A new teaching with authority? He commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him." At once his fame began to spread throughout the surrounding region of Galilee. As soon as they left the synagogue, they entered the house of Simon and Andrew, with James and John.
That is the Arch of Titus in Rome. And at the Arch of Titus, they served the Roman soldiers holding the menorah. And that meant the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, which Titus have done in the year 70 AD. The menorah still is a Jewish symbol till this day, and it's the symbol of the state of Israel. To the right from the menorah is the shofar. I believe you are familiar with the shofar. It's the horn, the ram's horn. And the shofar was blowing.
Shofar, it's a ram's horn. Yeah, it's a ram's horn. You're blowing it just like a trumpet.
Some people think that there's the Ark of the Covenant or the Ark of the Scrolls.
Right.
this is our Franciscan. This is the Franciscan.
What did they come around about?
And they cursed the land, and they took care of trees, they took care of cars, so we gotta go to the Franciscan.
No, not the national. National. The White National.
Justin, stay there! King of the world!
Okay, where is the restaurant we're at? We're at the Pearl of Galilee.
Are you videotaping it?
And we are waiting to get our St. Peter's fish. Mitch is getting one of those. It's the whole fish.
Daddy.
Ask John what he's getting, Justin.
Hey John, what are you getting over here at this Israeli restaurant?
I'm gonna go with the pizza. With the whole fish head on a platter, whatever. I can't talk. Doesn't really sound good to me.
Joey's going for the fish.
Because John's a wuss.
That's right. Word. Alicia, what did you get? We got pizza too. So did Lexi. Just wimps. This is my St. Peter's fish.
Yes.
I got this kind of fish. Here's Margot's fish.
Hey, Mitch. Hold up your fish.
One more piece of fish.
And smile.
I am really good. Thank you for eating me.
You know what that picture's gonna end up
Yeah, I
on the big screen.
do. Yeah.
Okay, if you look at the town of Tiberias right there, the main town on the Sea of Galilee. A little bit further up would be the area of Capernaum and all the holy sites, and our hotel would be in that area right there. I went through that in 1967. The Syrian army was standing right there, firing missiles down into Israel. And from here you will understand the strategic. I think we go all the way up from here to the area of Mount Hermon. If you can look straight up there, there is a high mountain with kind of snow in it. Can you see that? That's part of Mount Hermon right there. And it was important for Israel to go through here. And as you can see, Israel is down there and coming uphill wasn't easy for them. But they have crossed on one of the bridges to enter the Golan Heights. And, you know, they...
That's the other side right there to the left is Jordan. Where you see the road that
Margot.
Transmission just.
Talk.
I'll take a shower. I can wear those in the shower.
Where do you say that, Adrian?
John. Word.
You like these?
Joy, put them on.
Thank you. It's up.
Oh yeah, Lexi, let's see him.
So what do you think about Israel?
Beautiful. So far, so good.
You know anything about birds? I saw a little bird with brown head and long.
I wish he did this now.
Get that camera off me.
Look at the pepperonis.
You guys are sick!
Oh, just big.
Very nice. Underwear. Come back to the later for the beater. And maybe the later for some clean socks. Justin,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Ooh, there's two of you. Ooh.
Oh yeah! Alright, well I'm gonna put a shirt on now. Sorry.
We're driving to Caesarea Philippi. You can look out towards the Sea of Galilee.
Here now we get to the sea level. Yep, this is right here is the sea level.
Oh, it looks like grass. Carrot. Grass.
Very fertile here, green, lush, absolutely beautiful.
I know that's a lot of money to put in for sheep way up.
This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, woo! This is the day that the Lord has made. I think our driver wants to sing a solo.
Stand up, we can't see you.
Justin, stand up. We can't see you, please.
Does everyone know Bringing in the Sheaves?
Justin, stand up.
No, because I don't know that one.
Justin, stand up.
Bind us together, Lord, bind us by your going. That's about all I know. Oh, do Lord. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond this. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah.
go same route that the Lord have taken going to Jerusalem.
This is where they think the transfiguration may have taken place.
This mountain here is about 500 meters above sea level. It's an isolated mountain. It's the only isolated mountain in the area of Galilee. And it took the at that time the Canaanites were ruling over the Israelites. So God told her to go and call the army of the Israelites. And she went to a general by the name of Barak, like our former prime minister. And she called him and she told him to bring
It's an Arab town. Most of the buildings are unfinished because they like to invest in buildings.
Somebody back there lose your water?
There was one up there last night.
Extended families live all in the same house, and then they just add on rooms as children get married and they all live. That's how you tell an Arab town. We've kind of moved into the Arab town now.
It likes you to jump on the
100,000
preparation.
Arabs
And
live
if you notice,
in
some
Israel.
houses are built out of stones and some
With all the
houses
rights
are
of
not.
Israeli.
Plasters and cement. Where rocks were taken out of that hill there in Jerusalem.
I think she went back to the bus.
That'd be so nice.
She said, she asked where the restaurant was and I told her and she didn't want to go.
Oh, she went back to the bus.
She said it was too far.
For what? Umbrellas for what?
Oh, he's talking back here.
Justin, do you need an umbrella?
We're gonna be.
Because otherwise I'll go buy you one so you can take videos.
I've got one.
What do you think of down on the stage, Landon? Dude, up this way.
Wow.
You want to walk down and shoot up?
Oh, we should. That'd be cool. After he gets done talking.
People to pass by here. You can come a little bit further down here if you have the umbrellas. Okay. All here. Right now we're in the Roman theater. There is difference between a Roman theater and a Roman amphitheater. A theater would be half circle, an amphitheater would be a full circle. And the amphitheater usually where the Romans would let the Christian eat the lions. On the other hand, it's just where the Christians were facing the lions and the soldiers watching them. This is here a Roman theater. Herod the Great was one of the first people to introduce Roman theater to this part of the country. And theater back then were used by the Romans to spread their culture. Theaters back then were like movies of today. Who doesn't go to the movies? Everybody does. And this is the entertainment they had back then. And usually Romans, their theater were different than the Greek theater, the previous people before them. The Greek theater would be built on the hillside, a natural hill for a theater. The Roman theater, it would be built on arches because Roman had great engineers. Topography did not matter for them. They would build it, they can build it in any place they want. And this is how a theater would have looked like. This is the seats. It would take 2,000 to 4,000 people in it. That's the area of the orchestra where it takes place. And as you can see, they have a great view of the Mediterranean Sea. But well, too bad, they had a wall that would cover that scenery and had a ceiling and a roof that would cover the whole theater itself. Part of this theater here is redone, as you can see. And this is the area where like the important people would sit right there. And that's where Agrippa.
Oh, his should be.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Let's see. Oh, I want to see this. We should go over there to the water.
Okay.
You guys could hold this for me for a while?
Justin Luciana and Ron.
Okay. Where? Way out there?
Yeah, where's that guy?
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't have your camera? Oh, yeah, I took 3 of them here, and I'm going to take some more here. Yeah, okay.
Looks like there's some kind of like ruins there that the water's running over before it gets to that rock. See that in the ground?
Where's that at?
Right out in front of the rock. It's like cement or something.
Oh, yeah. Like
I
flat?
wonder what that used to be. Because it would have been right on the water.
This is the aqueduct that ran from a river 6 miles away to Caesarea. That is Mount Carmel. Carmel. The winery on top.
We're not charging you for this.
Yeah, we burned out a clutch. We were getting. Doesn't that burn your legs? Get some.
Yeah, dude, our bird.
You got it? This is what Master Commission is all about. How you feel, Johnny?
A little bigger than a, offensive lineman.
Alicia up there, the supervisor. Hey Alicia, how you doing up there? Oh, and we even have Pastor Crowd back here. This is a good time, I'm telling you right now.
Different kind of restaurants. They have Burger King, and there is a restaurant that you can go inside and have falafel sandwiches. They have there too. Yeah, if you like the falafel, it's a chickpeas that grounded, and it's kind of fried in a deep oil. It looks like hush puppies, but it's more tasty than a hush puppies. So we got one more push. The bus just
But it tastes better.
We'll do that.
Okay, Margot, tell everyone what this is.
This is a falafel.
And it's made with
Chickpeas,
deep fried, right?
deep fried, and put into pita bread. And then you can fill it up with vegetables. Very healthy.
Very. Of course, all the other wimpy Americans are at Burger King.
I guess you get the stuff and go around there and get all the
Pastor Todd Fine for that Burger King, so you need to come and get one.
At Burger King?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I want this stuff. That's alright. Tell them thanks.
Okay.
Broken plate in Israel. Oh, I got it on tape.
Leave
Almost.
it to Ruth. Did you do that? My earring.
In case you're wondering, I have a cap on. Pretty cool. This is the place where we're eating. I think it's called Marche Moving Pick or something like that. On the top of Mount Carmel, where Elijah made the sacrifice to the Lord, and the Lord burned it up with fire.
Mountains. We're right now on Mount Carmel. To the left from here would be the mountains of Upper Galilee, that they will go all the way to Lebanon and the border with Lebanon. Straight up from here is the mountains of Nazareth, the one that you can see in front of you. And right there you can see Mount Tabor, the high peak of Mount Tabor. If you come to the right, that's the Beit She'an Valley. And if you come to the right to this area, it's the mountains of Samaria. And here we have Mount Carmel. Again, it's all surrounded by mountains. Also, it's known as a symbol of battlefield, the Armageddon Valley. That's where the armies would have met. And there is corridors from each direction that would lead you to this open valley right here. Right down in the middle there you can see a runway. That's Air Force Base. You don't see planes outside, it's all under the ground. Hidden right there. And that's why in the area of Galilee you will hear lots of aeroplanes going. Probably yesterday you heard that too. The area of Megiddo will be a little bit further from here and will be going. Again, this is the area where the sacrifice of Elijah would have taken place. Between him and the gods of the prophets of Baal. It's the highest peak, 500 meters above sea level. This convict here is belongs to the Carmelites, the Catholic order that they derive their name from Mount Carmel, and they're the only Catholic order that their headquarters is in the Holy Land. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You want to take pictures? Take pictures.
Stand in front of the.
No. I took one already, but I should have waited. But
Qui questo è importante per vedere cosa è la via Marte. Sapete, questo è quello che si chiama il crescente pelvico, che ha la forma di una crescente lunga, che ha le due corna, uno qui nel Golfo Persico, che è la Mesopotamia, una delle regioni più l'altro è qui nell'Egitto, a valle del Nilo. Questi due posti si sono sviluppati in queste grandi civilizzazioni importanti dell'antichità in parallelo, da una parte nella Mesopotamia e dall'altra parte nell'Egitto. Questa zona è simile.
And usually it's a man-made hill. What I mean by that people would have lived, first people to inhabit this land would have lived on the surface level of the land. The first surface level where the air was. Then their town would be destroyed. After a period of time, another people would come, fill the ruins of the first people with dirt and build their town on the top of the previous town. And same thing would happen to these people. Their town would be destroyed, and another people would come and build their towns on the ruins of the previous one. The town of Megiddo here is 15 acres, has in it 24 different stratas of different civilizations. It was inhabited so much. I told you here in the Middle East, we need an important thing for a city to exist. What's that? Water.
Put it up, Midge. Do it, Midge.
There's that one.
is that the only button that works?
They all work, but I don't know why he didn't use them.
Must be something else.
The other one, they'll turn the lights and stuff on.
That little one there.
Well, maybe they don't work.
King Ahab, the archaeologists, they went all the way down here to reach the level of the town at the time of King Solomon. And what they found here, they found a gate, the Solomonic gate. And that gate would be, this is part of the gate, and this is the second part. So you would come up this way, enter the city from here, then have to turn to go into the city itself. And it's kind of a tricky way to protect the city itself. Again, I told you the gates are the easiest access to the city, and they have to be protected at wartime. Also in antiquities, gates were a sign of judgment. Judges, they used to sit by the gates of the city because everybody has to go out through the gates of the city. And they would hold courts by the gates of the city itself. And what we have here is a Solomonic.
How do you like the trip, Landon?
It's neat.
Toilet. Sweet. Oh well.
rápido. Rápido, rápido.
Of Megiddo. So that's the first, that's where the bedrock of the mountain. And from there on would go civilizations built upon each other. We come to this side here, you can see the round structure there. Can you see that? Yes. This is a Canaanite temple. And that temple goes back to the 3rd millennium BC. And this is one of the first stages to, let's say, treat God for the Canaanites. They used to sacrifice children upon that round structure right there. So lots of children were killed there, and lots of sacrifice took place on that round structure over there. And as you can see, I told you how they go in squares to excavate, and these, the squares that you see there, that's part of the excavation. The mountain of Megiddo, which you are standing on right now. That the battle of end of days, it says in Revelation 16:16, would proceed and take place on this valley right here, the valley that you see in front of you. Why, you know, this valley special? This valley history, lots of battles took place here. Hundreds, thousands of people were killed in this valley right here. We have the saying here in Israel, if you want to smell blood, you go to the Jezreel. And I told you the importance of Megiddo being on the Via Maris, which brought to it as a symbol of the battlefield for all kings to fight over. If we look across from here, down on the mountains, that's Nazareth. That's the town where Jesus spent at least 25 years out of his life. Jesus grew up in Nazareth. All right, if you look down here, you will see the grain silo that was found here on the top of Megiddo, and that's the biggest silo that we have in the land of Israel. And as you can see, they have two ways to enter. There is that from that side and this side. I want you to remember, this was here in the time of King Ahab, a fortress. And a fortress, they even have to have granary in it. And from the spring area and dig a shaft, and they would meet at one point. So people working from the top of Megiddo and people working from the spring area. I want you to know, you will be amazed by this tunnel. They were using their hands on. And they did not have the technology we have today. Probably even with the technology we have today, we probably miss part of their, they met at the right spot. Working there with their hands and using iron or copper.
Oh, wow. slippery. There's 2 steps right here.
This is the spring, but the spring, this one here is 5,000 years old. According to the rock movement, the area where the spring was coming out of the rock, it have changed, so it's drying up right now.
Okay, so did they come down?
And this is the area where, yeah, this is the area, this is the main entrance for the spring it was. But they have sealed that one, and the access for the spring would have been, the spring would have been stronger than that, and it would have bust the rock, you know, like went all the way into the area where the shaft would meet the tunnel itself. Okay? So people who've seen the spring, please make room for to shop.
No kidding.
We have here one of the gates of the Church of Annunciation, and this gate was given as a gift from the Germans. And it has in it the whole drawing of the life of Christ, from the birth in Bethlehem to the flight to Egypt, to Jesus working in the carpenter shop with Joseph, to the baptism by John the Baptist, to Jesus picking
It's not like the whole town. Might as well just- These are different gifts that countries have given to this church from Brazil. Polonia, yeah, there's one from Polonia. I was wondering what they got this church. It's from the United States. This whole church compound is built around the old town of Nazareth. What was that?
I hit the red button. Just wait, I'm zooming in.
I don't know what that was. We're right now at the church that they built over Nazareth. You know, the place where they think Jesus and his mom and dad lived. And it's right there.
Should we
Whoa,
get that?
she's looking at the
Whoa,
sky.
I'm looking at the sky. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
That was
You can put
it.
this down a little bit. So
How was the sky action for you? That's it. Okay, back
wait,
to
here. Don't hit. Did you hit record already? Did you hit the pause button?
no.
Is it still recording? Okay, turn around this way. This is me and the guy with the water closet key.
No, I'm not keeper here.
You're not the keeper?
No, no.
You just happen to have the key today?
Yeah, I have a key, but I have many keys for other
Oh,
places.
he's got many keys. He's an important man.
Because at moment we have no any employee.
No, oh, gotcha. This is the church that we're not going to go in because the priest had to get home to watch Jeopardy and he closed early.
Do you want these?
Yeah, we're gonna play.
Well, because aren't you tight? Turn that off. I look so bad.
That's not my fault. I mean,
Justin!
I would just say that because you're like, turn that off. Like it's my. I mean, never mind.
Turn it off. You're not. You're gonna.
This is Mitch playing Uno by himself.
Something cool like that.
Something like
Just a dart.
that. Yeah, he is.
It's because he doesn't have any friends to play with him.
That's right.
And then I sat in my bed laughing about me getting Justin wet.
That's when George wants you to leave.
No, that's when Justin laughed.
I won't do it.
Won't do what?
Nothing.
Don't Justin? Get that.
Get that thing away from me! Oh.
I wasn't gonna say that, but. You are so dumb, bitch. I'm sorry, but that's dumb. You're playing.
Shut up.
So.
None of you guys want to play, and you're obviously not having a very interesting conversation if you're talking about me. So.
So how's it going, Mitch? Are you winning?
I'm pretty close, I think.
Are you playing an unbiased hand?
Yes.
Playing each hand equally?
I'm playing each hand equally. Red.
Just.
He said it out loud!
What a dork,
He
man.
said the color out loud when he put a wild down. Put a wild down. Red. Like he can't hear himself in his head.
Cheers!
So red.
Uno!
I felt that he said Uno aloud to himself.
Wait, which one said it? Was it the player or the other one?
Yeah,
Because if
who
it
called it?
was it the other guy?
Yeah.
Then you have to take an extra one if you didn't say it in time.
No, I don't have it. It was just there.
Oh, it was that guy, and he said it in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the other guy? Because the other guy.
It just went up.
Oh, you won.
I lost.
Mitch won! Woo!
Weird. Wow.
That.
You're not
is
wasting
game four.
videotape on that,
I didn't get any.
My wife said the same thing.
So if 4 steps along, we just kind of lift you right down over
Just
that.
kinda hoist me down.
Oh, what a
Yeah,
deal.
watch out for that puddle there, Lex.
Watch puddle.
Does it do tricks or anything?
Yeah, right through the middle.
Beit Sha'an, I told you it's in the area of the Jordan Valley. And here we have two streams that right next to the town of Beit Sha'an. One is called Asi, the other one is called Herod Stream. And we all know for a town to exist in the Middle East what we needed water. And they had the two streams that make it a great place for this land to be settled. And first people to settle here were the Canaanites, 7,000 years ago. And they settled on that tell, the tell that you see over there. That was the early settlements around this area. Then the Egyptians would come here and they would rule part of the land. Egypt had control over the land for so much time, for at least over 1,500 years. And usually they used to govern the Canaanite kings. Here they had kings in every part, like for Beit Sha'an they would have a king. For the area of Megiddo they would have a king. For down in Jerusalem, around the area of Jerusalem, they would have a king. And if anybody of these Canaanite kings revolted against the Egyptians, what they would do, they would come destroy the whole town. Take the royal family back to Egypt, re-educate them for 10 years.
Greek, was Roman.
So is this Hellenistic?
These pillars
Yeah.
here, they
Oh, yeah.
put back up there.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? Yes, I to visualize these volumes. So I can read them up to the way down. Some wizard, it's like, that spelling, I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they figured out today how they got them
And it has on it the god of wine, my friend Dionysius here. That's him, and that's one of the unique findings that they found in the town of Beit She'an. What you see here is what's known as the Cardo. This is one of the biggest streets here in Beit She'an. It crossed the city from north to south, and there is the Decumanus that would cross the city from east to west. And these are the two main streets. Usually it would have pillars on the side of it and shops on both sides. It's kind of like the downtown area of the ancient city of Beit She'an. And if you look at the road here, it's made out of black basalt. And the basalt is a kind of a tough stone that would handle chariots and people walking in. Also in the middle you will see part of a canal too. That canal, it was for drainage water to take out in the winter time, to take out of the city and taking it all the way to the Jordan. So they had their own sewage system, if you want to put it this way. And they found the cones. The cones will lead them to the side that building was. You never stole it?
You want to sell it?
Not me, and this coin here has
Missed a big dog.
I heard something about it. Selling and buying it. I don't know, I was really paying attention. Where are we at, you guys?
Bet She'an.
Huh? Bet She'an. This town used to have 35,000 people in it at one time. But this is only a tenth of the size, right? Right here?
It's only a tenth of the size.
There's that cemetery we passed.
Cemetery with a telephone booth.
There's Joy. She wants us to get over here. Where's everyone at?
Where's Lexi? Lexi still climbing?
There's a theater. Wow, look at that thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to have to run back down. I'm just gonna go through there.
Roll.
I'd break myself.
Wow, we got Mitch mid-puberty on the video right here.
Thank you. Sweet.
This is the burning bush up here.
Hey guys, let's move and join. Ready? 1, 2.
That would be a bad idea.
What? That thing way over there? Okay. Hold on. No.
You should.
What was last night? Oh, when you farted?
the 10 legion, the Roman army, the 10 legion, it had in it 10,000 soldiers. They were stationed in different parts of the country.
Against soldiers
And
lions.
you know, soldiers, they like to see
theater.
bloods. They don't like to see chariot racers or plays in theaters. So they had their own amphitheaters where they can fight, where they can practice, where they can see bloody fights. Okay, let's go. The border or anything like that, but they still also Jordan, they have very strong government there which won't allow anything of that to happen.
It's the West Bank. Just driving next to it. And on the other side of those mountains is the country of Jordan.
We are traveling now in the West Bank itself. What they
Military base. That is the Tell of Jericho. I guess under that mountain is where the old Jericho was. And this is the Mount of Temptation where Jesus was tempted
Need some duct tape, buddy?
Go away.
Oh, he did hold his
a
pants.
shepherd, a lady shepherd with them too. See, the Bedouins usually they get married to 4 women. One of them to take care of the tent and the food. One of them to shepherd, you know, with him, and one of them to make the tent, because usually they make the tent from the goat's hair, and one of them to take care of him.
Oh, they're coming onto the road. Let's go. It's nice of them.
Usually they have their tents.
We're in the desert of Judea, right?
These are the high cliffs of Jericho, the one that you see straight ahead from here.
We're in the Israeli mall. I'm going up an escalator. Britney Spears must be here today. We're at the mall and look how much food they gave us. This is Chinese food. Got mushrooms and all these vegetables and stuff.
Stop
Oh, yeah.
too. I'll take a bite.
Pastor taking a bite. Oh yeah.
Okay, Justin.
Okay, here we go. Oh, just the bite. Woo! Beautiful. So elegant.
Here, take a bite of me.
I know you didn't just say, here, take a bite of me. Wow. We'll probably have to edit this.
Where? Where's the zoom, buddy?
Very top of that thing. That's the little thing right with your thumb. Your forefinger.
Push it. All right.
Don't even tell me that's the camera right there.
That is sold the camera right there.
Look at my own picture.
Guy that comes into the tower and like during midday or whatever, he'll be like, ah! Shake. Shake? How often does he do that? How many times a day? Percentage. Do you think we'll hear him today? Yeah. Alright. Is he pretty loud? Does he have like a microphone or anything nowadays? Or does he just scream?
He usually would have a microphone.
Have a good day. God bless you.
The stones are pushed into the ground kind of, and they're kind of bent, and this is where the walls were rebuilt, I thought. I'm not sure. It's been that was 2,000 years. But these graves are like where's the tour guide?
Pastor Ron, where's the Wailing Wall as we look?
Wailing Wall is, see where the mosque is?
Yeah.
Wailing Wall is...
Valley. On there somewhere, I think. And then after Jerusalem, or Solomon built the temple, it was moved up here, I guess.
Inside the cave. And after that, they would have an opening where you would exit that chamber, and they would have a huge stone in a circle shape, and they would roll that stone to cover the entrance. Why usually they would have rolling stones? Because after a period of time, they would come and roll that stone back, go in, raise the bones of that person, and put them in boxes like.
Hey, that's Nate. That's the Muslims, I think.
Yeah, it is.
5 times a day. Maybe that's it though. Scotty.
I don't know if you can hear it, but they're calling for prayer for the Muslims.
No, it's not.
This is the, what do they call this? Palm Sunday Road?
Sunday Road.
This is the Garden of Gethsemane.
Well, is there another garden someplace on the road? Yeah. He's saying this is it. He said that before he said.
And he said the University of Pittsburgh examined this tree. This one way over there, that big far one. And it was found to be about 2,000 years old. That one would have been going back to the time of Christ.
Is there something significant about this? So this is, I think it's built in the First World War. This is the one with the golden feet. This is especially with the rock and the other side. The other side.
This is the Agony Rock. This is Agony Rock. This is the church we were just in, the outside of it.
can't see the gold unless you're out here.
Then all the way down to the area where the Church of Maria Magdalena, then Gethsemane itself. Also in the walls of Jerusalem there are 8 gates, and one of them is blocked with a golden gate. Here if you look also to the left, we have the Jewish cemetery up there. Down in the valley there is a Christian cemetery, and to the right there is a Muslim cemetery. The way I look at it, it's like a seed that's been put in the ground, waiting for the reign of end of days for it to come, waiting for the Messiah so they can walk with him. Okay, and to the left from here would be the area of the Gihon Spring, where the third Jerusalem was there, and the city of David was down there in the valley to your left. Now I want you all to look to the right. I want you to look to toward the corner there. There is a small window, and there is like an arch over that window. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That was one of
Is
the
that up
gates going into the temple. And
Okay.
if you
Small
go
one right
straight
there,
ahead
wall.
down from there, there is a
That window
step.
with the arch over it?
Step from the bedrock that was a bedrock that was
It's a
curved
square
to be a
window?
step.
Yeah.
And this is one of the original steps of the temple itself. And this is one of the few places that were 100% that Jesus have stepped on it.
Where? Which one?
And in the 19 right from the temple area, which is down there all the way down to the corner. And also they found that part that is coming out of the wall. You see there is a part of stone that's coming out of the wall right here, where the window is. Right under the that's what's known as the Robinson Arch. That's from the arch that led into the temple itself. And you enter the temple from the area where the window is. But the most important discovery is that corner you see right there. This is southern western corner of the temple. It goes as the pinnacle of the temple. It was much higher from that in the time of Jesus. It was about 30 meters. And that would be the pinnacle of the temple. That would be the area where they would flow the shofar.
This is it. Camera?
Okay for anybody to go in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.